out to make a video. So as soon as I put my chair out first, then go back in to get my phones. So yeah, they really lost their minds. You saw what they did yesterday. And we'll see today if they have the planes. But yeah, and so yeah, every day, so now I gotta go take a ride. I'm finna after this video, I'm gonna go take a ride. That just a joyride. I ain't got nothing to do right now. I got food. But anyway, so I would go bust them out, but yesterday, you know, they had my homeboy call me. Again, matter of fact, I was almost home, and so they had my homeboy call me. They just so mad about this car. And I called him last week or the week before last, because I wanted their gang stalkers to be mad, because I was spending money to get my car fixed. It was the starter, and I just called. Plus got talk. But at the same time, I knew they was gonna get mad, so I called him. When I was making them videos about my starter a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and so I called him, and I know they was gonna be mad. Cause remember I told you how they was mad that I took it to the Nissan dealer, the whatever, the brand new Nissan dealer. You got to, cause but I knew that's what I say. They got mad. He lit because he said it. He said it yesterday, right? That and what is it with the gang stalkers and their dogs? Because when he called me yesterday, a gang stalker. What is it with their dogs? Do they? Is in the Bible it says witches have familiar spirits, animals are, and she tried to talk louder, you know so they had, so they sent her. So what is it with their dogs? I don't get it. What are the fucking dogs for? What are the dogs for? What do they do with the dogs? What do the fucking dogs do for you witches? How is that gonna help Kamala win the election? Camp, how is that going? I don't get it. Walking around, I mean, dog owner, you're a regular person dog owner. How's that? That's fine, but the witches, what does that do? It don't work anymore. Yeah, they just you can look it up. It's on it. Gang stalkers, that's their dogs. I don't know what the fuck is that supposed to. But the funny thing is, them Haitians are, well, they don't like cats for real though. Gang stalkers. All right, so anyway, and he tells me what I did. He's trying to act like, they say it like, but I already done it. He's like, oh, well, take it to the Nissan dealer and pay them, and for the diagnosis. I'm like, damn well I already did that. It's sad to me. Yeah, one of, because like I said, the reason I'm beating him and all of the gang stalkers him is the things that me and him learned together as teenagers. But he, like, well, really, honestly, I ain't, he just got back from Italy. Matter of fact, when I called him 2 weeks ago, he texted me back, I can't talk. I can't, that it's a time difference. And they do it to him and his wife. They've been there before, but this time I'm like, oh shit, I caught you. I said, I don't care what time it is, call me back. He called, you know, and I know the gang stalkers, their master's gonna be mad. Look, she came out, sat down. So, but did he, with FaceTime? Well, I don't have face, whatever it is, some kind of Google thing. But I'm just talking about the D side, but because ain't nothing to talk about, over. But now I'm thinking about it. What was he doing in Italy? Now I'm thinking, this is more than just a vacation. This is some Democrat. I think he's high up in their shit. That's why he's so. So matter of fact, when he called yesterday, he's like, I'm kind of scared because we did. Remember, I told you he hung up on me a couple of years ago. That was the last time. And he called back the next day, and I said I wasn't upset. I thought this shit was so funny. I'm like, did you just hang up? And I forgot about it. And he called back the next day. I'm sorry. I was like, what? Oh yeah, like nigga, I thought that shit was funny as hell. One of us hanging up like a bitch. Like, okay, I don't want to talk to you no more. I thought that shit was funny as hell, and I forgot about it. Went on about my business. But anyway, there's a reason I'm telling you this, and you might have seen it already. It might hit the national news. Uh, so you're on the Trump train. You still on it? I'm like, are you insane right now? No, serious. I did. I said, okay, yeah, I don't want to fight either. Over the phone. But I had pulled over anyway, so I could, talk shit. And so I was around the corner, and I had pulled over. And we talked for about 15, 20, and whatever. Some of my homeboys that got, one of them got out of prison after 25 years, and but anyway, so I'm like, why would you vote for? I'm like, remember, I was like, the last time we even talked about, you were talking about, people who need help, but you're in Italy, you over there chilling in Europe, and all your people that all them poor black folks. He said, well, how can you feel? I'm like, it's their fucking mentality, and I'm like, I didn't curse it, but I'm like, you one of them that keeping them down mentally. You keep telling them they need help. He did come up with a plan. He's like, he used my idea when I was, first got out the army. Me and him, he had, like I said, he always had a good job. He had the same place. He got that job when I was still in the army. They make the Mercedes Benz, the SUV, well, the body for it. You know, like an old Chevy or Buick, say body by Fisher. The plant is somewhere else that makes the stamping plant. You know, just like this whatever Nissan in Japan, they probably somebody else make all the body. But anyway, you get it. But and so I'm like, you got. And then another thing, all this outsourcing. Trump is bringing back all the jobs. You got a good. You're the one. It's no. That's why I couldn't find a job. All they were gone. You is still all that is gone. Outsourced. All these jobs, even in Birmingham, they're gone. And it ain't even get a college degree because that ain't gonna work. Everybody don't want a college. The jobs, the physical, the plant, all that is outsourced to China and India, and it's cheap still. It's not even good like U.S. quality. And you still want to be a Democrat and keep everybody else down. And, I ain't even say all that, but I did send him that video that I was watching yesterday. I don't know if he watched it because he ain't answered yet. He ain't hit me back. I'm gonna act and see if he watched it. But I sent him that video of the guy talking about, admitting that he was out partying while he giving the order that everybody else need to stay at home. And oh, he did text me back. But anyway, but that was this morning. He texted this morning. Then that I said so. He probably mad, but or I don't know. But like I said, I tried not to avoid that, but I couldn't help myself. The more I thought about it, I'm like, you supposed to be. Because by the end of that video, when I got to that part about Kyrie Irving, and he's laughing about it, he my homeboy, not my homeboy, but the Vaz, whatever, the guy, the CDC guy in New York, who had Kyrie Irving lose money for not wanting to get the jab, right? And then I'm because he's always been like I said, when I remember I told y'all, when everybody back in like 92, 90, Bulls versus, everybody was all, the point is he's a baller, basketball. He always played ball and shit, not on the team and basketball team, but like at the park or whatever. And the basketball video games we would play. But Bulls versus Blazer, all that shit on Sega. And he No, I'm just looking at her because she just came out soon as I came out. So they still on this Democrat shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people. Now she going. He go, yeah, like, yeah. Take your stupid ass in. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. She might come back out. She probably acting like she forgot something. But anyway, I'm gonna call her when I get through. But then I get to take a ride, because they had the bum get dropped off. But the guy, I'm like, you so pro-black. A black man was stopped from making his millions of dollars, and this guy is laughing about it, and he knew about it. But you're still on Kamala. You supposed to be pro-black. She's not even black. She's fake. You pro-black, all that shit, and you talking. This is yesterday. You got the nerve to talk. You still on the Trump train. These people. That's why they did all that shit yesterday. They had all of them doing all that stupid ass, just like that clown right there. These fools are still on this slave shit. But that's all right. They only got like 43. We'll see. Like I said, the only thing I can think, there are a few crazy people who really will vote for her. But they don't. But I don't think they're really. I think they just can't buy off everybody. Only on whatever. She might got a lot of debt. She's older. She probably got herself in some debt. He's a bum, so of course, and she, her whole, so they could buy them off easily. Yeah, he just bought that. They just gave him that new truck, and they're young and a bunch of kids. So it's easy for to look like, oh, everybody's a come on. No, they're bums. They got reasons to sell out. They can't control me because I got money. And they're mad about that. And, I know I'm smarter than them. I can make more money. I'm gonna turn this money into even more money. That's the whole point of keeping you poor, so they can control you. And that's what I'm saying. So okay. Anyway, that's all. Well, that's not all. So anyway, all that whatever. We kept it cordial, but So this morning I wake up and I always go on YouTube, and I should have came out earlier. That's why whatever. But I just seen two articles. They call it a mass shooting, but now, okay, I think I stopped because this one I left comments earlier. They called it a mass shooting. They tried to label it, and you know how everybody's like, no, those aren't mass shootings. Just like everywhere, Chicago here, mass shootings are a white libtard, who just got brainwashed that think whatever, and he just shoots up school. He's a school shooter. Those are mass shootings. Even with but 22 people, that was hood shit. They got caught in some hood shit. Even though it happened it said 5 Points. That's what we call the South Side. That's used to be the white folks. Honestly, from what I see on the news, it's somewhere like what I'm trying to explain to y'all, the 5 Points South, unless it's 5 Points West. So he shot, and 4 people dead. But this was, I think all of this is because of that conference yesterday. They was mad yesterday because I took a ride, bought my groceries. They just shot because like I said, out the blue. I mean, it wasn't out the blue. I did call him first, 2 weeks ago about my starter. They had him call yesterday. It did y'all just killed 4 sacrifice. It had to be demonic sacrifice, the whole thing, to Kamala and the devil. So I let it play. Good morning. And that's what I'm saying. He calls me and tells me you're on the Trump train. Literally last night, because of Democrats, 4 people, Democrat politics, and just as usual, I think everybody, because I said something off the top, they put it in my they barely put Birmingham News in my recommendations. Barely. I never see it, So, but it don't mean stuff ain't going on. They just don't put it there. That's how I know they did it on purpose. So this morning they put it. The first thing I see is Birmingham WBTV, whatever, 22 shot. And so it sounds like, and it wasn't, a mass shooting. They was just going to shoot up a gay club or a school. No, Obviously, they had some beef, and they went to their cars and came back. And like I said, and so yeah, innocent people got shot. But who knows if they even shot the people they was mad at? They just shot everybody standing in line. Whoever they got into it with, they might have hit them. And it seemed like it was multiple, shooters. They like, okay, fuck this. I don't, exactly. I'm telling you, that's what they said. Yeah, all right, and the people. That's what everybody. And now it's not. I think it's 5 Point South. It used to be all white. And like when I first got out of the army in 2000, we would go over there because there wasn't no niggas over there. You go to the pool hall, the bars, the clubs. The white folks, because it's the white folks. And the one because you want white girl, it don't matter what girl. It's just we get in the way. It's a change of pace because we still went to the hood clubs, but it's a change of pace. We're tired of the same shit. Let's go over here. Let's go to South Side. So they now, now that probably because of me, the gang stalker, they go out there and fucked up that shit. And anytime somebody tell you something like that, okay or whatever, you get into an argument and you think they just left, I think you should leave. You could be tough, but even if you get, because you can't, even if you got a gun, your gun is in the car. You can't get it in the club. So you standing in line and they went back to their car. You need to leave. You just got into an argument with them and they leave. You need to go. I'm around and I'm hearing these niggas arguing and one of them walk off, or two of them or the other crew walk off and yeah, it's time to go. And stupid Democrats, oh, why would you be scared? What are you talking about? Scared? What you gonna do? You can't. Would you not bulletproof? And you ain't got your gun on. You can't have your weapon on you. You going into the club.
First, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Mayor Randall Woodson. To the right is Deputy Chief Henry Pruitt that commands our.
Oh, but then yesterday I thought about it. I'm like, what the, Italy got that real fascist, seriously, like this second time. It's like he might be going on. I'm dead serious for that world economic, some kind of, he might be really deep into that shit. That's why he called me yesterday. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, yeah, we talking. I'm like, yeah, oh, they had you call me. So y'all really mad about them video? Yeah, I was making videos. So they were mad that I was recording them yesterday. So they're mad that they can't get away with trying to bully me. And then they play victim and get mad because you can't fuck with me. And so you have my homeboy call. Well, he ain't my homeboy. I don't know, whatever. But he's one of y'all now. Yeah, I thought it was like, what the hell is it? At first, it seemed like an innocent vacation. But I don't know that, Italy might have still small pockets of communist shit. Yeah, I hate to say it, he might be a real live traitor to the country. Hoping that, Kamala wins and da-da-da-da. It did, you see this in the news this morning. And that dude, Randall Woodson, all these black Democrat mayors, and, Birmingham been Democrat since I know before I even moved there, whatever. The whole time, I remember some of them city council members would come see my great uncle, whatever. He was a deacon, high up deacon in the church. They come over, on Sundays at his house, whatever. It was all, the black Democrats.
Patrol Bureau, and to his right is Deputy Chief Jeff Brown that commands our Investigative Bureau. We also have Tyler Cunningham, who is Assistant Special Agent in charge of ATF here in Birmingham, and we have Special Agent in charge for FBI.
ATF, FBI, they need to disband all that shit. That's why this is a program. This is part of it. They did that because there's another cop on interview I watched earlier this morning. Oh, they trying to use all the keywords. He used the Glock switch. And this reiterates, this proves a point that we need to get those weapons, just like they said, Kamala and her, that she's going to, if she gets elected, she's going to snatch our guns, take everybody's guns, That's literally what this is about. I'm telling you, because I'm against Kamala, and that's what this all about. I'm telling you, they shot up people from my town last night. They did a demonic sacrifice so they could start this whole get it so it'll be make sure you shoot enough people so it'll be a mass shooting and it'll be on national news and it's gonna be, but nobody's gonna call for damn, go buy it's $80. Buy a piece of fender. They gonna he go to pull apart and get it. Don't matter if he got the big body or get it on the internet. It's a piece of fiberglass, 60, 70, $80, 120. But anyway, I was just talking about their car. So it exactly. Oh, they use it. Don't matter what they use. It ain't the gun. It's them. Nobody's falling for it. Nobody's falling for the AT. We need the AT. No, we don't need the ATF. All you got to do is lock the motherfuckers up, and that's the end of it. They shot to it. They need to be in there, capital punishment or life without parole. In the store, we don't need all these press conferences and looking sad. Oh, this is horrible. We need to get these guns. But let's see what they say. I ain't even watch it yet.
FBI calls and people's with us. So last night about 11 p.m., Birmingham Police and Birmingham Fire and Rescue were called to the 2000 block of Magnolia Avenue on multiple individuals who were shot. Approximately 20.
And the funny, remember last week when they were sitting, was that Monday? They were sitting outside my house in the nerdery. Look, 80 got no tag on it. They see this is all this. Why they so? What is this about? It's this car is 11 years old. It drives y'all that crazy. It's an 11-year-old car. It really hurts your feel. What are you gonna do next year when I can buy whatever I want? They're gonna kill themselves. They are that, but you just saw it. It don't need, and it looks, it can't be brand new because they don't make them no more. They're these motherfuckers. What does that have to do with the election? These motherfuckers are that mad. I went and got it washed yesterday. They're that mad. Washing an 11-year-old car, taking care of me putting a new starter on an 11-year-old car drives them that crazy. Fixing the starter. I'm probably gonna change the spark plugs next week. Spark plugs, wires. I'm gonna do a tune-up because I thought about it. I haven't done a tune-up since I had it, and that's gonna drive them even more crazier. These folks are losing their mind over an 11-year-old car, a Nissan, like it's a fucking Ferrari or something. This will tell you Democrats are fucking crazy and evil, jealous. The jealousy is. It knows no limits. Their jealousy, it knows no fucking limits. Democrat, they are fucking crazy. See, more. They gotta send more of them with the dogs. Just more Democrats. They act like they. We're just walking. No. I look. If I leave my camera on, you won't see nobody. Maybe you would, but it's just Democrats and that jealous over an 11-year-old car, a used car. They're who knows how. I ain't even do a Carfax. I don't even know how many owners it had or if it's been in a wreck. I didn't even care. Just get me from point A to point B. Because remember back then I was still working. I didn't need to, but it was something to do. And honestly, he did say that yesterday. He said, "Yeah, okay." They don't need, they hate the word handouts, but yeah, they don't need, just need a car. And like, really, I'm like this, I'm like, for a fact, he remember, when I bought I was in college, matter of fact, and I was working at Applebee's. My manager had a car, $300. I rode that car for 2.5 years till it fell apart. It was $300. It rode. The parking brake didn't work. You couldn't park on a hill without turning your wheel to the curb, all that shit. I fixed it, the brakes or whatever. I had to put it, but I'm like, yeah, you buy whatever you can. And that's why they got rid of, it wasn't about them, it never was. They got rid of the cash for clunkers, so you couldn't get around. Oh no, what about safety? You got to fix it. Fix the little cheap shit. The brakes. The brakes ain't that expensive to fix. Everybody knows some hood mechanic that can fix your brakes. It shouldn't be that hard. It's an older car. It's not that hard. I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Fake outrage. Oh, safety. They care about that, only because, like we know, like we saw that dude with the COVID. They're hypocrites. They doing it on purpose and laughing at us. Everything, yeah, safety. Just like with this.
Approximately 21 people were shot. 4 of those are deceased. They were taken to various hospitals, and the ATF and FBI were on scene with us, assisting in that.
See, they got another car they driving by with all these wrecks. Yeah, so yeah, y'all try. So it's like they're threatening that they're going to run into a car. They keep driving. I'm telling you, they keep. That's what all that is for. They keep driving by on purpose. Threatening. I'm telling you, I might fuck you. I'm gonna bust your fucking head. Why the fuck? I ain't even talking about with my fist. You hit my shit on purpose. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me get some so I won't forget. Next time I roll out. All right. So I'll be forgetting. I think about shit, and then I forget. So don't worry about what I just did.
That occurred at that location, but there was an individual there who was targeted. We feel comfortable in saying that at this point in time. There's a lot of things still developing. We believe that approximately over 100 shell casings were collected, along with numerous other pieces of evidence. Currently reviewing video surveillance and other things. We have set up a QR code that our public information office will get out to everyone so that citizens can give information to our law enforcement detectives and things so they can further this investigation. Just like to thank Birmingham Fire and Rescue, the Birmingham police officers that were there last night, as well as UAB Hospital, St. Vincent's Hospital, Princeton Hospital, and Brookwood Hospital. Anytime, even though we're a large city, anytime when something of this magnitude occurs, it's very taxing on all of our city services and all these different medical facilities. So just really like.
You mean anytime y'all follow the orders of your demonic puppet master and execute and sacrifice four lives, and people still might die because they're in the hospital, So, all of them, all that is, downtown, Hell, my mama used to work at Princeton and UAB, but.
Thank them. Also, just to the victims and to the victims' family, just our heartfelt condolences go out to them. That's 21 people whose lives were forever changed. That's 21 families that were, some were destroyed and some were just altered. And just our hearts go out to them as we work through this. But this is going to take some time for us. But we have the full support of our federal partners. I've spoken with District Attorney Danny Carr. Everybody's on board assisting us. It's just going to take time to work through this. And if the public has any information, we ask them to please either call Crime Stoppers at 205-254-7777. Call Birmingham Police Homicide Unit 205-254-7. Is to get these shooters, find these shooters, and get them off our streets. That will be 2200 blocks in our city last night, and no one in this city wants these people on our street. So I now turn it over to
So if no one in the city wants them on the streets, why do y'all keep releasing them?
As Chief has stated, last night what happened in our community was extremely
And they go with these black mayors, and he's young. He looked like he was about 35. Oh, he's the youngest. He's a black guy. They all been black. Ever since I've been, stayed before the 80s. Nothing's changed, but they still want more the same. And then they get mad about because the rest of us don't want the same. Then they get mad. Okay, we don't want. Okay, we're gone. I'm done. I'm gonna make my money and leave. No, you can't leave. No, you got. What do you do? No, you can't buy cars and houses and businesses. You can't do none of that. You got to stay with us.
In the 2200 block of Magnolia Avenue, I think there are many things we can do. The first thing and the priority is to get these shooters, find these shooters and get them off our streets. That will require the assistance of community members, not just from last night, but anyone who have any information related to the whereabouts of these shooters. I think it's critically important.
They not finna
for
tell.
us to be in a position to best solve this case, for community members to step forward.
They keep. They've been doing it. This movie, the Chicago videos, Philadelphia, Baltimore. The community need to know. The community don't need that. Well, they need to step up, and vote y'all the fuck out. They don't need to step up and be the police and go against these people. That's what the police. You the mayor. You the one give the orders. Nobody expect the mayor to actually go and arrest them and do all this and that. Your buddies, the judges, your crew, the DA, they follow your order. Hey, the mayor, we seen it on TV, Law and Order. The mayor is on my ass to catch this shooter and put him away. You the mayor, you supposed to be telling them y'all need to get these people and make an example out of them. So the next that they have a disagreement, argument at the club, if they gotta leave, they just leave and go to another club or go home. Fuck this shit. I ain't. Yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't like this shit. You know what? I ain't spending my money here. Or, well, yeah, really leave. But why? That's another thing. We never. Well, I can't take. I take that back. But more than likely, I was just there. I'm I don't know where it started over. But like when we was in the hood clubs, like when I was in the Army Fort Bragg. It usually because, Fayetteville, like I said, was violent. Fayetteville still, Vietnam, them niggas, they was mad, especially, the girls, they find out, you start talking to them, we in the middle of my crew, they don't like that shit, because it's jealousy. But that's the only time, but really it's, you got to think about your freedom, but they ain't got to think about, that's what I'm saying. In our day, you had to think about your freedom. You had to be smart, man. Fuck this. You know what? Whatever. But you ain't gonna, let somebody take you, hurt you or your people. But if it's just talking, whatever, But why? First of all, why are you getting into it with somebody at the club? Now, if it's the club, y'all brought it to the club, meaning it's two different rivals, and they in the same club still. That's just lame as fuck. You go there and do that. That's just lame as fuck. Why would you do that? Who they even beeping at? There's nobody over there. But okay. Now, if you at a club getting into it with random people, why you go to the club and get into it with a random dude? I never seen that. I never done that. Why? Yeah, you're supposed to be having fun.
For us to be in a position to best solve this case, for community members to step forward, I want to stress that you can remain anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 205.
And they keep it up so they can blame the community. We need the community. They put it out there that don't snitch shit. They're the ones, the Democrats. They're the ones who kept saying that don't snitch. It wasn't the people. It really wasn't. Maybe a few people fell for it. Kids probably. But everybody like, nah, that's not, you're not part of it. A snitch is, just like I said, if one of the shooters tells, there it goes, see. But that's a snitch. If one of them just, I don't know, he just wakes up, feels guilty, and calls the police, that's a snitch. Because he was there, he pulled the trigger. He tell on the rest, or he gets caught doing something else, and they link him to that shooting, and he tells, he got the same gun and the ballistics, whatever, and he tells on it. That's a snitch. The rest of anybody else, you're not a snitch. You're not part of it. They put out everything that's lame. I'm telling you, it's just like right now, Puffy. It ain't. Oh, matter of fact, yesterday. He asked me about that. What you think about Puffy? They had him do all. They're trying to push. So I'm telling you that Puffy shit is some kind of big demonic spell, but it's not. The good thing, it's not even working. It's not even working on non-Christians. It's not working on nobody. Nobody's paying. Nobody cares. Nobody. Oh yeah, it's about time. Really, it's about people are supposed to be like, he got all that money and he was doing all that. That's what they wanted to be. Just mad about money. You know. They want people to be jealous. He got all that money, and who cares? Who cares about the dudes? They knew what the fuck they was doing. Meek Mill. You wanted to be a rapper that bad? Ain't no way in hell. I never wanted to be a rapper. I'm not. Ain't no way in hell. Puffy. I never liked Puffy. So if he would, if I was trying to be a rapper at that time when he first 94, 90, I would have never talked to him. It ain't no. I'm just saying, ain't no way. All that. So no, oh, the victim. Nobody cares. And the Cassie girl, they want to make these victims. Oh, she's I bet, they want to parade her around. She's a survivor. She's strong. She knew what the fuck. She was a grown ass woman. Oh, it is. They keep trying to come up with these